After Google, I didn't start my own business immediately. I joined a startup for 2 years, and
What made you want to do that though?
and that time I think I'm mid-30s, and then I would say maybe it's a bit midlife crisis at that time.
So now I'm here with Alan from Influence CEO. Very grateful to have you. Very humbled. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, no worries.
It would be great if we could know your background and how you ended up starting your own company.
Thanks for having me. So before starting my own business, I was working for Google and Microsoft for over 15 years. I was in charge of the Google Display Network. So that actually inspired me that a lot of mid-size or long-tail size, the publishers or creators, they will need monetize their traffic or monetize their influence power. So actually that inspired me to start my own business to help these social media content creators to monetize their influence power. So I think that's my vision. My vision is that everyone has the influence power, and then we want to empower them, enable them to monetize their creativities. Yeah.
Did you come up with this idea when you were in Google, or?
Well, actually, it's very interesting. I come up with this idea. It's not in Google. After leaving Google, I joined a startup called Frame. Actually, at that time, Frame is actually doing a service just like TikTok, a video social platform. And then I leverage the social media. I find the influencers to help the product to promote. And at that time, I learned that, actually, it's a very useful and very powerful methodology to grow the business. So I find the similarity, and then I found more opportunities on the content creators on social media. So that's how.
So you did start working for a startup after
after Google. I didn't start my own business immediately. I joined a startup for 2 years, and
What made you want to do that though?
I guess I inspired by a lot of founders at that time. At that time, I had the chance to meet a lot of founders around the world, especially in Asia. In Greater China, for example, actually the founder of the TikTok, I had the chance to meet him in Beijing. In 2011, and then I kind of inspired by him. I see a lot of the opportunities when you are in an era of the opportunity, the change. For example, 2010, when that time actually there is an iPhone, a mobile app. It's basically boosting. So I was exciting to see these things happening. That's actually made me very excited. But compared to the life I was work for the big company, and I find myself I love building things. If you make something and then make the changes in the world or make people living good, that will make me very happy. And that time I think I'm mid-30s. I would say maybe it's a bit midlife crisis at that time, because I have working for 15 years, and then I was thinking if I want to do that anymore or for another 15 years, and I found myself I don't really like that. So I always telling to my friends that when they ask me how dare you quit from those big corporations like Google. I would say I don't want to regret. I would. That's my answer.
What's the social status of being a startup here?
In Taiwan, the society or the whole environment is not that support to do adventure stuff or being risk. You have to find a balance from that. So for example, of course, your family, the first thing is your family, your parents, your wife, maybe they need to support you to do that. Otherwise, it will be very, very difficult. It's more challenges than, externally. Like internally, like your family, if they don't support, that will be a very difficult. But so I'm lucky, like my parents, my family, they are all supportive of that.
How did you feel when you started Influencio?
Well, I still remember the feeling that the first 3 months, I can't barely sleep. Like, and it's not scary, it's exciting.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah, I'm thinking all the time, like, wow, I'm doing this and doing this, I'm ready. Yeah, and after 3 months, I realized, okay, it's normal. It's unforgettable, like feeling, like the excitement, because only that time you will get the excitement.
Okay.
And after that, it will disappear, and then and the most of the time, running a business is basically up and downs. So you will definitely have the chance to experiment like the very low or struggle or challenges moment.
I guess you've been running this company for years.
Yeah.
What would be your future goals from now on?
So I think first of all, I want to see of course, I have the investors. So as a CEO and the founders, of course, one of the goal is to make go IPO or even like being merged or acquired. The other thing I think, like I said, I think what makes me happy and really exciting is that I see my company make values for people. So for example, like if I can, help the millions of the creators, they can, monetize their content or monetize their creativities because of Influential. I think that will be a very, very fulfillment for me. I also want to build a company in Taiwan, especially like in this new generation or like in this new internet service. Like previously, Taiwan is very famous by like manufacturing companies like TSMC or Foxconn, but I want to make another good example for Taiwanese companies that we are able to build another type of the companies and also do the global business. I think that's my personal goal.
So how many users or traction do you have here in Taiwan or globally?
Yeah, in Taiwan we have more than 20,000 influencers registered. Registered on our platform. I think we are the biggest marketplace right now in Taiwan for the influencers and the brands.
So how many clients do you have there?
For now we have more than 10,000 advertisers registered.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But like the active paying customers, it's around 1,000.
So is it like a freemium model?
Yeah, it's like a freemium model. We have a free version and we also have a subscription version. Yeah.
So if you subscribe, you'd be able to access these influencers.
Yeah. The number of the creators you can work with, like the limitation is set on the numbers. Okay. Like the free version, you can work with 3 influencers in a month.
I see.
And if you want more, and then you pay us.
Very interesting. So now that you're covering many the Taiwanese market, you're meeting a lot of people.
Yeah.
You told me about how you're interested in the global market too.
Yeah.
Which country are you currently interested in? You told me about Japan too.
Yeah, Japan. I think mostly Asia. Of course, Japan, and then Korea, and then Southeast Asia, of course. I think the next step is to go global market. Every countries in the beginning, I would definitely go there and then see the market in person by myself to decide how we approach, how we make the decision to do the approach to the local markets. I believe I have to do that on my own, but I still need a local person talent to work with.
It would be really nice, like if I could, ask you on like what sort of like connections.
It would be great, like like I said, since I want to go to Japan, so if I can find like both investors which wants to see new economy, new business, want to invest in this kind of creator economy, and then for the talents who are specialty in sales and marketing and business development, I think that's what I need in Japan. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So definitely, if you're interested in working with Alan, definitely contact him. I'll put contact in the description or my post too. Do you have any like questions or like anything you want to add to my viewers?
I would encourage anyone who are watching this, if you are thinking you're trying to do something different, and then to maybe try to start your own business. I would encourage you to do that, and then try to go out your comfort zone when you are young. I think your opportunity cost is relatively low. Yeah, but when you are 40s or like 50s, the opportunity cost is too big.
Yeah. But I respect you for actually doing that. I mean, it's really inspiring.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Alan. It was great having you. I'm truly inspired, and it was very insightful for me. So it was great meeting you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.